What's up YouTube, Vampire here, Team Poke Rifle. I've had a couple of requests on this since my binder video, asking for people to help me upgrade my Thunderous EXs to full arts. So I actually finished the deck. It is completely foiled out, full art, secret rare, and rev holo because a bunch of people helped me out with it, which was awesome. A couple of buddies here at Locals, my own team helped me out as well. So I hope you guys do like it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with it.
It's shiny!
It's very shiny. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start off pretty much the heart and soul of the deck. It is Thunderous EX. This guy is amazing just for the fact of not only does he does 30, which is a low damage output, but everyone knows you're on Deoxys. So because of which that means his damage output's a lot higher, and you're moving energy around from your discard pile back onto your bench Pokemon. As long as they're Team Plasma, so they are amazing. And he's just a really quick setup. He's easy to set up. I don't know much more I can say about him. He's just an amazing card. And then you get into the big guy of the deck, Deoxys. And if you guys want to play the deck, I advise, if you really are wanting to play the deck, it is a very expensive deck, no matter what rarity you get it. Just because these things, no matter if you get them full art or non-full art, they're really expensive. I actually went and spent the money on most of these, just because I really like the art on a lot of them, and I really like the plasma base looking of them. So it just was one of the concepts I really liked the art of. So that was one of the big reasons I wanted to play this deck, was because I love the art of the full arts. The other reason is just it's a fun deck. So we go ahead and go into Deoxys. You're gonna have him out. I only play 3. I know most people play 4. If I can get a hold of another full art, I'll play another one. And it's not to say that I wouldn't play it if it wasn't full art, a 4th one if it wasn't full art. It's just, it would bug the crap out of me if I had 3 full arts and 1 non-full art. So, and if I did anything, I would be taking out 1 of the 2 Lugia full arts for the 4th Deoxys. Lugia comes in as the powerhouse of the deck. He's the big beater. So if you have 3 of these on the board, he's doing 150 damage. And what I forgot to say about Thunderous is you're pretty much going to use him till he dies. You keep him active as long as you can and beat things to death until they die. Or until he dies. You're just shoving as much energy onto your Pokemon as you possibly can. And which also helps spread damage around for later. So then once you actually get this going, he is a Salamence level X ability, meaning you take the extra prize, but he is also better than Salamence, because Salamence level X stated that it was only when the level X came into play. This is every time he knocks something out. Going to Kyurem. A lot of people say if you're going to play Kyurem, why not play the Glaciate? Glaciate takes an extra energy, and I do understand that it does 30 to your entire opponent's bench and they're active. But this one does get the damage boost to do the damage to the opponent's active, which is great against Landorus, which is good for any of like the Garbodor decks. That's one reason I play Kyurem. I actually dropped, I was playing 2, I did drop it down to 1 for a card that is actually really good. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. But you get to spread damage around on your opponent's bench, which is also good for late game Lugia. The card I took the second Kyurem out for was the Tech 1 of Snorlax. It does have a very high retreat and a very high attack cost, but if you have a full bench and with him powered up, your opponent cannot retreat. Just in general, they can't retreat because of his block as long as he's active. But then you're also doing 180 damage if your bench is full. So, and then if you have 3 Deoxys, he's doing 210 damage. Nothing's gonna survive that. I promise you. Nothing really is gonna survive that at all. Then my other tech for my last Pokemon is Landorus. It mainly is for the mirror match to start spreading damage around onto Thunderous, because it's a lot easier. I chose it over the Cobalion because Cobalion wasn't just, it does only 30, which one of the big problems of the deck is Thunderous. But it is also Deoxys because it's powering up. So the reason I chose him over the Cobalion, even though Cobalion does do the energy disruption and removal, You're putting damage on these for late game Lugia blowouts, so you're taking 3 prizes off of Deoxys, but you're also doing 60 to this, meaning you can also take it out easier with a Lugia as well. Or you can also take it out with Snorlax. You can take it literally. Landorus really makes the deck a lot quicker and a lot more consistent, just for the fact you are spreading damage around your opponent's bench very quickly. Starting off the supporters, Juniper. Okay, I choose to play 3 because, as I've said in my past deck videos, 4 has always come to clog my hand, and I don't like my hand clogged. So that was one of the big problems with me playing 4. I'll go ahead and spread these out so you guys can see them better. Also, tell me what you guys think of the new way I'm doing the deck profile, if you guys like it. If you don't, I can go back to the way I used to do it, where it was just the select ones at a time, or if you guys like seeing it this way, because everything's actually out all at once so you can continue to see the deck. So please let me know what you guys like better, and I will continue to do it that way. But like I was saying, this Juniper is one of the problems. Is when I play 4 Juniper, I consistently draw way too many Juniper, where I'll have to discard her for other Juniper. But if I play, if I end up playing 2, I don't ever see her. But if I play 3, she has been a perfect amount where I will only discard 1 of them compared to like 3. So it's helped out a lot. Here's the next supporter is N. It's one of the cards I've actually been thinking about possibly dropping my count because I am playing 4 of it. N is a very good card, and it's a very good disruption card. My only problem with N in this deck is because of how big the powerhouses are of the deck. You are taking things out very quickly and very easily. So that's my only problem with N. You are blowing things out really quickly, so you're not doing as much draw power off your Ns. So I'm actually thinking about dropping one of the Ns for a Tech 1 Getsus. Next to Colrez, you fill out your bench very quickly. It's just a really good card. I can't say enough about that. If I did anything, I'd probably drop 1 in for a Getsus and 1 in for another Colrez, and just keep my N count at 2. Next one, to Skyla. It's like I told you in my last video, I love Skyla. She's one of the best supporters we have, but my problem with Skyla is that she clogs my hand as well, and when I draw Juniper, I always have Skyla for some reason if I play more than 2 Skyla, and she will clog and I'll have to discard a Skyla, and I don't want to do that. I want to hold the Skylas for late game so I can go get the things I need. And my last supporter is Shadow Triad. Now, I honestly think Shadow Triad is one of the best supporters for Plasma, just for the fact it can get back any of your Pokemon except Lando. It gets back your Colrez. If you're playing Getsus, it gets back Getsus. It gets back most of your trainer line. I mean, Shadow Triad late game can change an entire game. Next 4 are Plasma Ball. Okay, I'm actually thinking about taking my line down to 3 of Plasma Ball and taking my switch count up to 3. It's just things I have to play test and things I'm curious about. So, and please guys, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll play test them and tell you guys what I thought about it. Because I am completely open to friendly criticism. You guys know that I love seeing it because I do play test all your guys' ideas. But I like this because not only it does get every one of your Pokemon except Lando. I understand that Lando's your only non-plasma, but with how much draw power you do have, your Ns, your Colrez, your Professor Juniper, you are going to be able to get into your Lando if you need him very quickly. The only time you wouldn't be able to is if he's prized. Okay, and the next one is going to be 3 Colrez Machine. The only reason I'm not playing 4 is because, again, draw power. You, most of the time, are going to see a Plasma Energy in hand, so you don't need the 4th one. Okay, so let's go into one of my favorite items. You guys know it. It is literally probably my favorite of all of the item cards that we've gotten. Even when this card cycles, I'm keeping all 4 of them just because they're gorgeous. And I love the card. It is Pokemon Catcher. I love this card to death. You guys know pretty much every one of my deck profiles that at least I personally play. I play 4 of them. I love this card to death. I can't say enough about it. That card is amazing. It can disrupt, it can make your plays aggressive, it can put your opponent, it can make it where you can play defensively. This card is all around a very good card. Next card is Tech 1 Ultra Ball. The reason I play it is because of your Thundurus. You can discard energy and go get other things. You can discard your energy, set back up a Riding Knuckle. It also doesn't, it's just like your Plasma Ball. You can get any of your Pokemon, including Lando at this point though. So you have all your Plasma options with your 4 Plasma Ball, but then you also have your Ultra Ball just in case you don't have these. So it's just that extra option. And then the Tech 1 of the Max Potion. Max Potion, it's a very good card because you can set your energy back up very quickly. So you're taking damage real quick. If you're taking damage very quickly, you Max Potion that away, switch into your Thundurus, start putting energy back onto your Pokemon and just go again. So it's just a very good card. Then we get 2 Verbank City Gym, and then the 4 Laser. Next set, I am going to be stopping playing these 6 cards because of Virizion being the death of the Laser. Virizion's a very good card. I will be changing this, and I will probably be doing a deck update of this once that set comes out, to show you guys how I changed it, because I will be playing 1 Genesect, because next set there's a lot of death of cards. Like Genesect can be the death of Keldeo, just like Virizion's gonna be the death of Lasers. So I mean, it's pretty much one of those life's a trade-off days. And then we go to 2 Switch. Like I said, I may drop one of these for a 3rd Switch, but then I do also play the Scramble Switch. The reason I think, if you are playing Snorlax, I honestly think you should be playing Scramble Switch, because not only if you're playing the Riding Knuckle, if you're playing the Thundurus to put energy on it, you can also be playing your Colress machine to start putting energy on him. So as soon as you see fit, you can Scramble Switch, put the energy from him onto the Snorlax, immediately put it active, and you're good to go for the 180 to 210 damage from the Deoxys. I mean, it's just a very, very good card. Then we'll start the energy count with 4 Plasma Energy. Sorry, let me do this down here. Make it a little easier, hopefully. Okay, so 4 Plasma Energy. It's just, well, staple in the deck because you're playing so many Plasma Pokemon, and 3 of the Colress machine. I do have to thank a local player for these because I apparently hadn't had enough points to get my set of these. I just think they're really pretty. I think they're a very good foil. I like the scratch foil, how they look. For the player reward promo, I do have to thank a local player. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but I do have to say thank you to him. But yeah, the reason I'm not playing a 2 and 2 line of these is because I don't attack with Deoxys as much as most players do. So I play this more because I have a water here, a fighting here, and an electric here. The only thing I'm missing is metal, and if I did anything, it would be Cobalion EX. So I mean, it would switch the fighting for the metal. So, and then if I do attack with the Deoxys EX, I do have my 4 Prism Energy. It's pretty much just can go on any of them and power them because it is the one for the basics. And then you have the 3 Double Colorless. Now, a lot of people are liking to start playing the new Tornadus EX from Plasma Freeze that does I think it's 30 more for each, I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me. 30 more for each Plasma Energy attached to him. Now that thing can be a monster, I will be completely honest with you guys. I personally have not liked him, but honestly, if you get it going quick enough, it's a monster. So if I had played him, I would have taken out my Landorus EX to play it, and I would have increased my Double Colorless energy count to 4. Or what I would have done is I would have taken out one of my 2 Lugia for the Tornadus. So what I'm coming down to is if I get another one of the Deoxys, I will probably be only playing the 1 Lugia EX. I will still be keeping this energy count at 3 because of the Snorlax. and playing the 1 Lugia, but I will be playing 4 Deoxys because they are very good. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. It did take me a while to get this deck put together just because of everything being foil and secret rare and full art. It took me a good amount of money just because, even, like I said, even when it all cycles, I'm pretty much going to be keeping everything for the deck, unlike I did for like Donphan. I wasn't a huge fan of most of the arts in it, but I love the full art look for all of the plasmas, so it literally, to me as a collector and player, was very worth it. So if you guys are like that, this deck is, for the plasma arts, this is one of the decks for you guys. If you guys want a fun deck, this is very fun. It is one of those decks you can change around to fit your play style very easily and very quickly. And one of my friends, he and I have come to the agreement, a lot of people call them win more cards, where it's one of those random cards where it's just one of those random situations where you think you're going to win more and you probably will win more just because of that random one-time situation that you'll have it. This deck is full of those. Like Max Potion can be win more, the Shadow Triad can be the win more, your Snorlax can be win more, your Scramble Switch. It's just, heck, even the lasers are technically not always played in this deck. So it is very filled with a win more kind of thing. It is a very personalized play style kind of deck. So if you guys want it a certain way, you can build it a certain way. It is great for personalization. Because there's so much room for improvement on your own specific build, but mostly the main style of it is going to be 3 Thundurus, 3 to 4 Deoxys, and then pretty much whatever other Pokemon you guys want to play. I mean, it's a very open deck. And the reason I say that about those 6 to 7 cards up here is because they are the main focus of the deck to get your energy acceleration and your attack damage boost. So if you guys like it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.